All right, so let's start with the big story that we're tracking on WION at this hour. In one of the world's worst stadium disasters, at least about 125 people have now been killed and over 100 others are injured. This after a riot broke out on the football pitch in Indonesia that ended up in a stampede. But the incident was the aftermath of the Arema FC's bitter loss to rivals Persebaya Surabaya at the overcrowded stadium late on Saturday in Malang in East Java. As the Indonesian Premier League game ended, supporters from the losing side invaded onto the pitch. And this prompted the police who were stationed there to fire tear gas canisters that triggered widespread panic. Now remember, FIFA, the world's governing football body, has stated that no crowd control gas should be carried or used by the police during matches inside stadiums.
Banyak sekali teman-teman kami kehilangan nyawa karena petugas yang nggak memanusiakan. Kami kecewa banget Pak atas tindakannya. Nyawa sudah tersia-sia, Mbak.
Now, despite the clear guidelines by FIFA, what the police, of course, did is they resorted to firing tear gas, which resulted in widespread panic inside the stadium. And people had no place to, in fact, go. The rioting also spread outside of the stadium, where at least about 5 police vehicles were torched. And this, of course, made the chaos a lot worse. And this particular incident is now said to be one of the deadliest incidents that has taken place near a sporting arena anywhere in the world.
Rasa kekecewaan itulah yang menggerakkan para penonton turun ke tengah lapangan dan berusaha mencari para pemain dan ofisial untuk menanyakan kenapa sampai kalah atau melampiaskan. Oleh karena itu, pengamanan melakukan upaya-upaya pencegahan dan melakukan pengalihan supaya mereka tidak masuk ke dalam lapangan ataupun mengejar para pemain. Dalam prosesnya itu untuk melakukan upaya-upaya pencegahan sampai dilakukan gas air mata karena sudah anarkis, sudah mulai menyerang petugas, sudah merusak mobil dan akhirnya karena gas air mata mereka pergi keluar ke satu titik.
More than 300 people had to be rushed to nearby hospitals to be treated for their injuries, and according to reports that have come in, many reportedly also died on the way. Now, the East Java police chief has said that the death toll could, of course, go up.
Sedangkan yang 4 ini sudah kami lakukan kepala karena cedera kepala berat, kemudian kami tata laksana dan sekarang dilanjutkan di ruang ICU. Kebanyakan kan karena trauma ya, ada yang terinjak, kemudian juga ada yang sesak nafas, mungkin karena kekurangan oksigen karena terlalu banyaknya orang-orang yang ada di situ, dan juga mungkin juga terdampak karena asap. Jadi itu semua kompilasi yang memperberat kondisi.
The Indonesian President Joko Widodo also expressed his condolences to the families of those who were killed in the Kanjuruhan Stadium. He described this as a tragedy and has promised a full-fledged investigation. And he's also ordered for all matches in Indonesia's top league to be stopped.
Telah perintahkan kepada Menpora, Kapolri, dan Ketua Umum PSSI untuk melakukan evaluasi menyeluruh tentang pelaksanaan pertandingan sepak bola dan juga prosedur pengamanan penyelenggaraannya.
And as a mark of respect, the La Liga clubs have also agreed to observe a minute of silence before the games to honor those who lost their lives in a stampede in Indonesia. And also FIFA's President Gianni Infantino has said that he's been extremely saddened by the incident and has described it as a dark day for football. Now remember, this is not the first time that an incident of this nature has happened in Indonesia. There have been previous outbreaks of trouble at matches in the country with a strong rivalry between clubs that sometimes results in violence amongst the supporters. And we also earlier had spoken with Devyanti Faridis, who's a journalist who joined us live from Jakarta, and this is what she had to say.
I heard that there are a lot of, apologies that were being made. There are a lot of evaluations that are currently undergoing by the Ministry of Sports, by the Indonesian Football Association. This is not the first incident, but it is the deadliest incident of a sports-related incident in the past decade. So this is definitely something that the government needs to undergo. The issue of overcapacity, and the government and also the Indonesian Sports Association, a soccer association, I should say, said that they are going to evaluate whether spectators are going to be allowed in stadiums in the future in order to prevent any more of this sort of chaos. There has been some ideas of trying to give financial aid to the victims and the families of the victims as well. Arema has been banned from hosting any matches for the season, and the Indonesia's Football League has been also suspended for a week.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.